Right, let's have a look at some of those upcoming by-elections, shall we? Because we have a trio of them coming up, haven't we? What's going on?
That's right. So if you start with a quiz question, when was the last time a sitting prime minister, lost 3 by-elections on the same day?
No idea.
Thought you'd say that. July 1968. Harold Wilson was the last Prime Minister to see such scale of defeat. Yet that is what Tory MPs fear next week. One of them is where Boris Johnson was the representative until he resigned a few weeks ago. You can see the Conservatives well in the lead. The Conservatives expected to lose this one. There is a row over the congestion charge, the ULEZ, which the Tories think is their only chance of hanging on to it, but they're really not sure. Let's look at the next one. Which is Selby and Ainsley. This is in many ways the most interesting. This would require a record-breaking 18% swing for the Labour Party to overtake the Tories and win this seat. That would be the biggest swing in this Parliament. It would require overturning some by-election records. Now, some Tories think they may yet win this, and the last potential loss, which could actually go to the Liberal Democrats, that's the seat vacated by David Warburton down in the southwest. And if we can look at that slide... Maybe not. There we go, Somerton and Frome.
Look at that one.
And again, this used to be Liberal Democrat until it was swept away at the end of the coalition years in 2015, and the Tories took it. But now I think the Liberal Democrats are pretty confident that they'll be able to overturn at least some of that. It's going to be a difficult end of term, I think, for Rishi Sunak.
How much does it matter? Look, we know that these could be difficult results, but is it going to make any material difference, do you think, if they do lose them?
I think a lot of MPs are looking at Selby and Ainsley, because if there's a record-breaking loss, that suggests that the Tories could be on course for a total wipeout in the general election.
And is there any chance of Rishi Sunak facing a leadership challenge or anything like that, or is this actually just more grumblings, more problems from the sidelines?
I think at this point there is no realistic chance of a change. The question is whether or not the sort of motivation and the optimism inside the Conservative Party, which is not in great supply, I have to be honest, when you talk to Tory MPs, whether that drains away yet further. How strong is the campaigning operation? How committed are MPs to trying to go that extra mile? All of those things, I think, are in play at the moment, and people are looking at these results next week.
Yeah, they certainly will. You will be looking at those results next week. I have no doubt that Sam is going to be right there on the front line, covering the by-elections and what they all mean. I'll also be here on Friday, chewing over all the results and what they mean on Sky News. Thanks very much, Sam.